The sun was setting. Leo the lion walked through the tall grass. He was big and strong, the king of this land. Leo was not hunting today. He was just walking, looking around his home. Everything was quiet and peaceful. The birds had gone to sleep. The monkeys were quiet in the trees. Leo took a deep breath. It was good to be home. Leo reached a place he had never been before. It was a rocky beach right on the edge of his land. The waves crashed against the rocks, making a loud noise. Leo was curious. He cautiously walked towards the water. He saw something lying on the sand. It was small and white and black. It was a penguin. Leo had never seen anything like it before. He carefully came closer. The penguin was stuck. It was caught in a net, its little wings tangled. It tried to move, but couldn't. Leo looked at the penguin. Its eyes were wide with fear. It was so small and helpless. Leo knew he had to help. He gently touched the net with his nose, but it didn't move. He couldn't do it alone. He needed help. Leo looked around. He needed someone strong, someone who could help. Then he saw her. A young woman was walking on the beach. She was wearing a hat and carrying a bag. Leo knew humans could be dangerous, but he was desperate. He had to try. He took a deep breath and let out a mighty roar. The woman stopped walking. She turned towards the lion, her eyes wide with fear. But Leo didn't move. He just stood there and roared again, this time softer. Almost a plea. He looked at the penguin, then back at the woman. He hoped she understood. The woman hesitated for a moment, then cautiously approached Leo. Section 6. A rescue like no other. The woman saw the penguin trapped in the net. She understood. She reached into her bag and took out a small knife. Leo watched her every move, his big body still. He trusted her. The woman carefully cut the net, her eyes filled with compassion for the little creature. With each cut, the penguin became more hopeful, its small chest heaving with anticipation. Section 7. Freedom at last. Finally, the last strand of the net came loose. The woman gently lifted the penguin and cradled it in her arms. It was free. The penguin chirped happily, nuzzling the woman's hand. Leo let out a soft rumble, a sound of relief and gratitude. He had done it. Section 8. An unlikely friendship. The woman checked the penguin for injuries. It seemed unharmed. She smiled at Leo, thanking him with her eyes. She knew she wouldn't have seen the penguin without him. She gently placed the penguin on the sand. The penguin looked at Leo and chirped again, this time a happy goodbye. It waddled towards the water and disappeared into the waves. Section 9. The kindness of strangers. Leo watched the penguin swim away. He had never felt so proud. He had saved a life today. He looked at the woman. She was smiling at him, a look of respect and wonder in her eyes. They stood there for a moment, the lion and the human, connected by an act of kindness. Then Leo turned and walked back into the tall grass, leaving behind the sound of the waves and the memory of an unlikely friendship.